Okay, we're on.
Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible. Teach you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you are the Lord's chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites. We're on this sign, the lost 12 tribes. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone camp for teaching us the truth of the Bible.
I'll be right back, Father.
Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. So today, yesterday, they just got done celebrating what's called Thanksgiving, and on that day, they say that the pilgrims and the Indians, that they got together and they ate, a big feast, and they ate turkey, but that's a lie, On that day, a lot of Native Americans were slaves, they were killed. So, yesterday was so-called Thanksgiving, but on that day, a lot of Native Americans were killed, but they say that the pilgrims and the Indians, that they got together and they had a big feast and all that, but that's a lie. Yeah, you want to go to Jeremiah 10 and 2.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is speaking to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they said to listen what he's telling you.
Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So it says, learn not the way of the heathen. So there's different lifestyles that you live. When you're born, you're already accustomed to a life. And when you think about the word custom, you think about like a ride. You have a ride, and you want to customize it. You could paint it the color you want. You could put any type of rims you want.
Gold, silver.
Yep. Any way that the way you like it.
Customized.
Yep.
But the only thing that can't come customized is the truth. There's only one way.
Yeah, that's right.
Going on to verse 3.
Read down.
Or verse 2. Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And this is a sign of heaven. We're the sign of heaven. Because we're angels and giving you a message. And you people can't hear that. You don't want to hear it. Oh, you're an angel saying bad words. That's why people are driving by here. Do they drive by here normally? Probably. But let me read that one again. Jeremiah 10 and 2. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So it says, learn not the way of the heathen, and the heathen are the Edomites, the Moabites,
what are they? Elamites?
Yep, the
Ishmaelites. Even the, what's it called, the Amalekites, especially the Edomites, because they came from us, but they're the opposite of us. They're not like us.
Yep. So those people, they have custom lifestyles, and our people, they follow their ways. They want to be like them.
So, how would you customize your life? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai customized the planet to be a certain way. He customized you to be a certain way. So So if you're passing by and you stop and you ask a question, he customizes you to do that.
If we customize, you know, you're not original.
Yes, sir.
You know.
You're not like the rest. And
how about Shimei Shai? He made us original.
yes, sir. He made us original. So that's how you know you're original. You don't want the same shit that other people have. You don't want the same apartment. You don't want the same car. Because everybody chooses what they want. So if you choose to ignore the truth, you're choosing death. You see, we're out here facing the east. So that means that the sun came up from over there. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is not going to be like, all right, I'm going to let these Edomites let the sun come up from the north to the south. That would throw everything off. Because it's customized. So it says here, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So I was reading an article and it said that in 2068 there's going to be a meteorite that's almost going to hit the planet Earth. How the hell do you know you're going to make it past 2068? Because in 2068 we'll be like 30 years into the kingdom. They're counting on something that's not going to happen. Let me read that one again.
Yeah, and then you can go up to the next one.
Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman, with the axe.
See, the customs of the people are vain, and vain means that it's not good for anything.
And
There's no purpose to it, because it says one takes an axe and cuts a tree out of the forest. What's that good for? You know, we need the trees for oxygen.
Sir.
You know, think about every Christmas how many trees are getting cutting down just so that you could put them in your houses.
And then you throw them out. Don't you know that when you cut a tree, the stump still grows, but the thing that you cut can still be rooted? Add water. A lot of people know that. Let me give you an example. There's one right there, you see? See, this is a tree, and this is a rooted tree. You see that one? It's just a little stump. But that's a regular tree, what you think is a regular tree, and then we're amongst people that don't know how to the old way, basically. Because that thing will still give some branches, and they'll turn into trees. And this isn't a real tree, because look, from the bottom up, it doesn't have any branches. It's supposed to have branches all the way up. So everything here is basically fake. This place is going down too. That's one of the other signs. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
So your custom is vain. There's no purpose to it. But then you try to have a Earth Day, you know, to save the Earth Day. If you want to save the Earth, stop cutting the trees. Yeah.
Right.
Stop being vain.
Because the trees give us oxygen.
And I had a neighbor. They just cut their two big trees down. You know?
Are they getting solar panels?
I don't know what they're doing.
Because most people cut their trees down because they're going to get solar panels. Because the sun, like we said, goes from the east to the west. So if your house is facing this way and you put solar panels on that, you're going to get not electricity all freaking day. You're going to get it for free. But if your house is facing the opposite way, that way, then it's going to cast a shadow.
I don't think his trees were even hitting the roof. You know?
What, dude? Well, people just don't understand. And then they go outside and they start coughing and shit. They smell the oxygen. Look it, there's a bunch of cars driving around, and those cars are polluting. These trees take up that pollution and emit oxygen. You cut a tree down, there goes your air. And that could have been just due to ignorance. And also, what does the sun do? It warms you up. So when when you look at these leaves are turning orange, they're done. They're starting to die. They can't photosynthesize anymore. So they're gonna start falling on the ground, and that's just the thing, a sign of the heaven.
That's called fall.
Look at that leaf just fell right now when we said that. There's a bunch of examples, and ignorance is one of them that's all over the place, because you cut down trees, and pretty soon you ain't gonna have no clean air, and it's gonna be fucking smoggy. Oh my gosh, man! Have you ever been to LA or?
It's gonna be like a desert.
Yeah. Once you get to the desert, there's no trees. Man, and then it gets fucking hot, and it gets fucking cold. It's just unregulated. And another sign of the heavens is Esau. He's showing you who he is. With all his works that he's doing. Because it says here, the work of the hands of the workman.
Yeah, because that's a great thing to do. If you could make the whole world follow a day based on your custom.
Yeah, and then make money off of it. Which money doesn't even exist. Which
Especially
shows
on the Lord, based on the Lord.
that they're using fucking bio association.
You just,
Let's say I was a drug dealer. Well, a drug dealer doesn't even do it because you're selling drugs. It's gonna get you high. You're gonna buy it because it gets you high. But if I'm selling something else, I have to use something to help me sell it. That's called bio association. So they send people to the churches, right? Christian churches, and they have people that go sell Bibles and go sell lights and go sell this and that. What kind of Bible are you using, Pastor? You need these for your congregation. It's the New Living Testament. No more harsh words like the old 1611. You're using bio association. Because if you have a print, you can print out any book. You can print out a good book like this one, or you can print out a porno man. This is Psalms 15 and 1. Not unto us, O Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory, for thy mercy and thy truth sakes. So that's the truth right there we're telling you. We're telling you that when you cut a tree down, not only are you hurting the environment, you're following the customs of vanity. How do you get somebody to follow vanity? They have to be vain themselves. Back in Jeremiah 10, I'm going to read 4. Or unless you want me to read 3 again?
3 and then 4.
For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman, with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
So that tree looks, they try to make it look pretty by making it look shiny.
Also, they're taking something natural. They did something unnatural to it, cut it down, and now they're going to make it back into natural. That's straight up witchcraft. Because if it's an illusion, if it's not how it's supposed to be, it's fucking witchcraft.
Because they have to nail it to that board, that cross board,
or whatever they use. Oh, and they use a crossboard too. Remember, it's first is an X. It's a sign. They have it on the X, and then you take it home, put it on that circle thing. See, and then you deck it with silver and gold. So this has been going on for ages. You guys are dumb. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. So let me start all over, because it has a couple of breakdowns. They are upright as a palm tree. So that's what it calls for Psalm 115:5. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. So these people are doing things and they don't understand what the hell they're doing. Don't you know that fucking tree is Nimrod's penis? Putting a dick inside your house? That's fucking... And then you tell these people and then they'll... Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I was just kissing you. You guys are dumb. Straight up. And then the next one is Isaiah 46:7. No, 46:1 and 7. This is Isaiah 46:1. Baal boweth down, Nebo stoopeth. Their idols were upon the beast and upon the cattle. Their carriages were heavy loaded. They are a burden to the weary beast. They stooped, they bowed down together, but they could not deliver the burden, but themselves are going into captivity. So, but the things that you're doing, you're just fucking yourself up. It's not even smart. That's why when you come into the truth, you take down one, you take down that tree. 46:7. They bear him upon the shoulder, they carry him and set him in his place, and he standeth from his place, shall he not remove? Yeah, one shall cry unto him, yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble. And then what do these people do? They have the nativity scene. They're all praying to that baby. That ain't gonna answer their prayers. That statue. Man, it's getting hot, huh? But that's good, because we standing in the sun. If we got in the shade, we'd be cold. We can move into the shade if it gets too hot. You want to move into the shade? Right there, huh?
Face this way.
I was just thinking that. Now let's move over.
So like that, we gotta move over here.
Man, that was hot. But we just had to move because that sun was burning. It's funny how you wake up and it's cold, and then you look at the sun and it's getting hot. We were in Jeremiah 10. So they are upright as palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. So you can't be saved by those idols. But you do it every year. Every year. Spending your money. If you were really smart, you'd plant that tree. Let me get different scripture.
Amos 5:21.
Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
So he says he hates your feast days. Another word for feast day is a holiday. And when you go to a holiday in the etymology, this is a holiday in the etymology, and it comes from holy day or consecrated day, and that's supposed to mean like a clean day. You know, you're supposed to be clean.
But you're doing dirty stuff. So that's a beautiful breakdown. Let me get this for you. Jeremiah 6:21. Therefore thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and their fathers and their sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friend shall perish. Because if you continue in doing those sins, you're going to perish. You know, you're not doing anything to save yourself. That's really what you should be doing, is trying to save yourself.
So that word means holy day or clean day, also Sabbath, also religious anniversary. You know, they say that Christmas is a religious anniversary, but there's nothing religious about it.
Yeah, because we break it down. But the brothers have been breaking it down. The apostles are down. We tell you like this. The tree is worship of penis. And then you're worshiping that baby, which is the rebirth of Nimrod. And then what you're doing is, when you show the passion of the Messiah, every fucking year, what you're doing is celebrating Saturnalia. See how it came down on you? This is Isaiah 1:11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai? I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks, or of lambs, or of he-goats. So none of your sacrifices are gonna save you, man, because you're constantly doing wicked. He's full of it. He's had it. Where were we in Amos?
Amos 5:21.
Let me read that one. Amos 5:21. I despise your feasts. Well, let me read that again. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
So they call Thanksgiving and Christmas a holiday, but there's nothing clean about it, because they're eating pork and they committed adultery on that day. You know, partying.
All kinds of wicked sacrifices.
And when they prepare all their food, you know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wants to throw up.
Yeah, because it says here that he doesn't want to smell your holidays. It says, smell in your solemn assemblies. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies, and it has a little definition. Or smell your holy days.
See that?
Because it's not what you want to do, it's what he's telling you to do.
Cooking that honey ham.
Oh, shit, spiral honey ham with pineapple. You ruin the pineapple. If anything, that's food for the heathens, and that's what exactly you are, and that's why you make it.
Cooking that pork, what is it?
Pork belly, charrones. We make it with chicken. This is fucking good. So you can have something still. You can have some things. This is Amos 5:15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph.
So this is the gate right here, because this is where you come in to learn the truth.
This is where you have to start all over again. You ever played a video game, and every level you have to get new weapons. You have to upgrade your weapons. The weapons that you had for the previous level ain't gonna help you for the next level.
Or you have to, if there's a character, you have to upgrade his abilities.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And yeah, when you upgrade the abilities of your character, he doesn't have the same abilities anymore. He upgraded.
Like that movie Upgraded.
Yeah, shit. Tight. It's a good movie.
Yeah. You want to read that one? Go to
Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
See, your meat offering, when they sit at the table, who do they pray to? They pray to Jesus. You know, but really they think that that's the God of the Bible, and they're praying, but he's not accepting it.
Just told you, he doesn't smell it. Now that's something, because we can't say I don't want to smell you. That means he doesn't want to see you, he doesn't want to hear you, he doesn't want to be around you. Nowhere near in sight.
It's like somebody at work who smells bad. You don't want to be around them.
The shift barely started and the homeboy smells like BO. It smells like he just got out of a marathon.
Sometimes you want to put that mask on so you don't smell it.
And it's not a bad thing to put on a mask. People are fighting it and they're not putting it on. But guess what? You're getting marked any damn ways because they have cameras.
Because Yahweh he's pinching his nose, you know?
Man, that fool stinks. And what made you stink is those holidays you want to celebrate. Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. So what do you have? You had a fat turkey. You have a fat ham. And then those little prayers that you say are blasphemy against the Most High. You're sitting at the table and then someone asks you, what are you so grateful for? And then you might fucking say, oh, I'm grateful for a job. So that means that you're not grateful that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai gave you that job. See, everything that you have is given to you by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So you should be grateful to him.
Thanksgiving, you know, and I'm going to get a scripture for that one in a bit.
You'll get some else.
Go on to the next one.
Verse Amos 5:23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols.
See, so that's what you're doing. It's a song to you people when you're celebrating, you know. Just like us, the 144,000, they have their song, you know. But you 2/3, you have your song too.
Yep. That's called dualism. You can't have one thing unless there's an opposite thing existing in order to cause balance. And that's what makes Yahweh Bashim Yahushai so powerful. He made 144,000, and then he made the elite of Esau. The people that are in charge right now. That's the dualism right there. Here we are, us, and then the counterpart to us is the Edomites running the Rothschilds and all those fucking motherfuckers that own banks and shit. Those are the counterparts.
That's right. Those are only set up to make you go off.
Yes, sir. And then that's perfect that you said that. They're set up to make you go off.
A stumbling block.
A stumbling block. Like that picture of Caesar Borgia. 1492, man. That's been a big stumbling block.
That picture had us for years.
Hell yeah.
That picture had us stumbling for years.
Hell like in Mortal Kombat, they say flawless victory. Motherfucker had a flawless victory for 500 years. Unbeat record. That's a good record. 500 years, man. You're believing that bullshit, and you still believe that bullshit. But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream.
See, so even though it seems like these holidays are never going to go away, you know, but judgment is going to rain down like how it says, as waters, running down as waters, righteous as a mighty stream.
And then last week we read about make your arrows bright. Those are going to rain down too. Yeah. Just imagine if all these leaves decided to fall down on us right now. That's how these missiles are going to look like bouncing off America.
Yeah, like a waterfall.
Hell yeah. Man, like a spiritual waterfall.
And TLC got that song.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah,
don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to.
That's what you guys are doing. When you're celebrating these holidays, you're chasing waterfalls.
And see, people just have to come by and see what's going on. That's the spirit. That's how it's supposed to be. Not, hey, you way over there. On the other side of the fucking street, when the train's fucking in between you and them. That's called the chasm. There's a chasm in between. Even if somebody was right here, there'd still be a chasm between us. Because they want to, like we're talking to you about these wicked holidays, they would have the respect for the wicked holidays, and they wouldn't have any respect for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the true power of Eternia, like Eternia, graceful of the universe. That's what I meant to say. But that's how you people are. That's how you people are, you 2/3. You want to stay cursed. And then you have the audacity to say, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. How you doing today? Oh, I'm blessed. How the fuck do you know you're blessed? You're all saying you're blessed and you get a fucking eviction notice that same day. Oh, I'm blessed. Like my neighbor, his car battery keeps going out. And he's still counting. I mean, you should be counting your blessings all the time, but you know, get a new fucking battery. Or if your job doesn't allow you to get that battery, fucking dump that job and get a better job. Examine yourself, man. If you have fucking hundreds of shoes and you can sell them to get a battery, and you don't have a battery, I don't want to hear your sad story. That's stupid, huh?